Ladies and gentlemen, Every Which Way But Loose. One of my all-time favorite movies. I like the story, the characters in it. It's just a very fun movie to watch. And a couple weeks ago, I ran across a couple of reference photos of his truck, which is a 1955 Chevy Stepside. I think they call it an Apache. I think it's a 3100. But this is from the Heritage Auction. I've never seen a picture up close. I've seen stills, but I never seen a very decent picture of it. And I thought, well, maybe I need to revisit. I've always wanted to build it. AMT makes one in 1/25th scale, and I do have it. And I was very tempted, but I have a stipulation. I wanted to make the truck, but I wanted Clyde in it, and always trying to find an orangutan big enough for the 25th scale ones. They were either too big or too small. Now again, this is before 3D printing, and then with 3D printing STL files, I was looking trying to find one. And I really couldn't find the one I wanted. They were always, I want to say, deformed, like orangutan, monkey, Buddha sitting, it's just not really Clyde's what I was looking for. But a couple weeks ago, I ran across a 32nd scale 1955 stepside truck. I thought, well, I'll pick this up. It was cheap, and it's already painted in the right color. It just needed a little bit of weathering on it. The only thing it is missing is the mirrors, which I took some brass rod here and bent it with a pair of needle nose and drilled a little pilot hole in there and got them to fit on each side. I still got to add the mirror on the outside of the frame, but I did get that on. And then of course I'm not going to paint it. I'm going to weather it, and because it's already painted, why fix the paint job, when you can add to it. But anyway, I did get that. So I was perusing the internet, try to find, an STL file of Clyde or an orangutan. Well, I found one, and he's actually basically standing on all fours. And I thought, well, this will work because I could print him out, scale him down, print him, and I'll just cut him up and reposition him, because I always wanted to have Clyde sitting in there. If I can do it, right turn, Clyde. I always thought that would be it needed to be. You don't need a Clint Eastwood in the driver's seat. You just need Clyde, and I thought that would be very, very cool. So I had to print him a couple times because I got the scaling wrong. Got him about 32nd scale. He's real close. If he's not exact, he's really close. So I cut him up in a few different positions. Got his arm bent, and I got his right turn hand facing. And then in the process of getting the epoxy sculpt on there and trying to blend everything in, because once you see him in the seat here, you're not going to see a whole lot. And of course, he'll be painted, and he'll be able to right turn Clyde. Again, I may revisit a larger scale down the road, or I may print him out again and put him with the AMT kit. So I'd have a 25th scale version of the truck plus a 25th scale version of an orangutan, or excuse me, Clyde. So that's where I got on the. That's where I am on the Clyde here, trying to get him all, I want to say, puttied up, resculpted. It's a very simple kit bash, and it looks like him. So I think he'll work real well in the cab. The 32nd scale, I wanted to do 25th, but when I saw the 32nd, I had back in the golden age of modeling, they also had 32nd scale cars, and also in the late 70s and early 80s, like Monogram Revell, they did a whole series of 32nd scale cars, and that's one of my All-time favorite. I think it's a perfect scale. My honest opinion. And I thought, well, you always see 25th scale and everything. I thought, but you never see 32nd scale vehicles, especially cars. And I thought, well, I'll pay homage to that as well. So this is a die-cast metal body, but it's also a pullback. So once you pull it back, it goes forward, which you won't really see it, but it did have the. It's even got pretty much the correct wheels. That's pretty close, but anyway, we'll make it work, rust it out, and make them look make them look pretty decent. But anyway, that is the chassis. The top here is getting the at least the mirrors, and then of course got to paint the interior, which is just straight up plastic. But anyway, we'll try to get that going. And of course, I never could find the picture of Clyde doing the right turn, but of course, that's just a classic Clyde. But anyway, I got the frame, and I'm going to get the mirrors in, and should be ready to rock and roll on the 32nd scale every which way but loose truck with Clyde. But anyway, ladies and gentlemen, that's what I got going on today. I thought this was a really an unexpected type build. Building and that's one thing fun about modeling. I enjoy the something that you see as spur of the moment, and I thought this would be a nice addition to any workbench or the model shed, the every which way but loose truck. But anyway, ladies and gentlemen, that's what I got going on today. Stay tuned for the next exciting episode.